Hey everyone, and welcome to Boxmining Daily, where I cover the markets and also the recent events on cryptocurrency. So today we're going to take a look at the newest updates, the mainnets that are being launched coming up and coming, and also the mainnets are being deployed right now. That seems to be the majority of the development that's going on in the community. We're also going to look at this idea of, is China going to open up to cryptocurrencies yet again? Because this kind of rumor has been building up over the last 2 weeks, and we have a little bit more evidence coming forward, so we'll discuss that as well. And finally, we're talking about mining as well. This is a topic that's kind of cropping up because a new breed of mining hardware is coming, and I'll voice some opinion on that as well. So I want to say that, of course, everything covered here is not my personal opinion, not financial advice. And of course, if you like daily updates, do remember to hit up that like button. So let's start off with the market recap first of all. So in terms of the crypto markets, not much has happened over these past few days. So what we kind of lost, we gained back today. So we have a mild green coming on in almost the whole cryptocurrency markets. There's nothing really spectacular. We're kind of hovering at $344 billion for total market cap. So really, the market's been moving sideways for a long time. That being said, whilst there's not a lot of movements in the markets, there's a lot happening that's in the tech field. So first of all, let's talk about the EOS launch. So right now, EOS is undergoing its mainnet launch phase, and everyone's eyes are kind of looking at how this launch goes because this is a community launch. Block One, the guys who made the software, they're not launching EOS, but rather the block producers are. So right now, currently, it's still a no-go for the launch. The community is waiting very patiently for the launch of EOS. So it seems like there were some vulnerabilities that they had to push and delay back the official launch. What's happening right now is that the block producers, the kind of the community members that are standing out, they're organizing a launch for the EOS mainnet, and then token holders get to vote on which are the official ones, the ones that they support. So this is the idea of delegating proof of stake. You're delegating your voting power to certain block producers. In terms of other upcoming mainnets, we have Vechain, probably one of the biggest market cap coins, deploying the mainnet at the end of June, and also Ontology. So there's a lot of excitement building up to that. Once these mainnets are deployed, they can start executing smart contracts, and well, you need to pay for that. So also the gas related to these products will be out there too. So Vechain is releasing Thor, and Ontology will be releasing Ontology Gas. So both these platforms will both be live, and token holders will start generating gas, and developers will start using that, consuming that for the dApps. So next up, I want to introduce you guys to a tool called On-Chain FX. So this has been a discussion on the Telegram group for a while because we've been discussing the differences between something like circulating supply and total supply. This is very important because you want to know what the inflation rate for a coin is when more coins are entering the network, and how much a coin is real market cap is at. Right now, in terms of coin market cap, it's actually ranked by circulating supply, and this number can change depending on how you calculate it. How you calculate the team lockups and how that's released becomes an issue. So one thing that's pretty cool about On-Chain FX is the year 2050 implied market cap. So this kind of assumes that all the lockup periods for teams, that's gone. So that's added to the market cap, and also mining as well. So mining will go forward until the level it's at in 2050. So this is a very interesting kind of lens to look at the cryptocurrency market. It's another way to view it. So say for example, if you look at Stellar Lumens. So Stellar Lumens, the current market cap is around $5 billion. But if you look at the year 2050 market cap, you can see it blossoming all the way up to $41 billion. That's because there's a significant amount of coins locked up, and the circulating supply is only 13% relative to the whole. So this not only gives you a kind of more information about what's being locked up and potential risks of inflation and how much the foundation has, but it gives you a new way to kind of view and rank things. Another thing of interest is, of course, Ontology. So Ontology here, current market cap around 1.2 billion. You can see that it's actually the implied market cap is actually actually 8 billion. So it's actually higher than NEO, which is very, very interesting. So I definitely feel like this is something that you can look at and kind of debate with me with. I think this is a very good point of discussion. What should we use to look at our current market cap, and how do we evaluate these coins? Next up, in terms of developments, we see Monero. Monero is including full ledger support finally. So Monero, prior to this, it was really hard to store, because the best way to store it, or the most secure way to store it, is to actually just run your own Linux machine. And now that they have ledger support, means it's just much more convenient to use Monero. So next up, we have China. So China has been a big topic of discussion. A lot of people have been asking me this question: is China gonna open up to blockchain? Well, the evidence pointing forward to this, we've seen this in multiple reports on different media sites. For example, on Chinese state TV, recently it was said that blockchain is 10 times more valuable. So this is broadcasted on CCTV2, which is a very, very big state-owned channel. That blockchain is 10 times more valuable than the internet. We also heard Xi Jinping talking about blockchain and listing it as one of the biggest innovations of this time. But that being said, China also has blocked cryptocurrency trading, and they have prevented ICOs. So what does this all mean? My personal take on it is that China definitely sees this as a very big potential, and they know that private blockchains, basically blockchains without coins, is not going to get very far, because the biggest power of blockchain technology comes from the fact that it's trustless and decentralized. So how will they open up? I definitely feel like if it does open up, it won't be very fast and furious. It'll be very cautioned. So I feel like they probably wouldn't reverse the ICO ban for a while. And if they do open up exchanges to cryptocurrencies, it might be in a very strongly regulated fashion. So whilst I'm very kind of looking forward to this, I'm also trying to hold myself back and say, well, it's gonna be a full while before China really opens up like it was for the past few years. Now, moving to mining news, I think this is pretty big and pretty good news for the whole ecosystem as a whole. So GMO, a Japanese company, they're manufacturing their first Bitcoin mining rig. So this is something that it will start reservations on June the 6th and shipping by October. So still a few months away. But what's good about this is twofold. One is that there's another ASIC manufacturer entering the play. So a lot of people have been complaining about Bitcoin's mining ecosystem because it's been dominated by a few big companies, and the most infamous of them all being Bitmain. So with new players coming in, it's a healthy growth for the ecosystem. This is kind of a reversal of the trend, because previously when Bitcoin prices fell and Bitcoin mining wasn't as profitable, mining companies started dying out, ASIC manufacturers rather started dying out, and it became more and more centralized in terms of the production of ASICs. Now GMO is entering the play with these new chips, and what's kind of cool is that it's based on new technology. So they're moving to 7 nanometer semiconductor chips. If you guys are interested in this mining discussion, I would love to make a dedicated kind of mining update episode. Leave a comment below if you do want to have a kind of a more hardcore mining discussion, because this stuff is super interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Remember to click the little subscribe button to subscribe to this channel, and of course the notification bell to be notified of new videos when they get released. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.